Please welcome the technical officials to court number 1.
So just one more match to come this evening for second round action from the Yonex Denmark Open. It's men's singles and it's Lee Hyun of Korea, the left-handed veteran player, up against Viktor Axelsen, the Olympic bronze medalist. So as far as men's singles is concerned, Viktor Axelsen is the number 2 seed, so this is the bottom quarter of the draw. Wong Wing Ki of Hong Kong is having another very, very good Super Series tournament. Of course, he was semi-finalist in Korea, the last of the Super Series prior to this here in Denmark. So it's the winner of the match we're about to witness who will play against Wong Wing Ki in tomorrow's quarter-final. So Viktor Axelsen, the number 2 seed, against the unseeded left-hander from Korea, Lee Hyun.
And now on court number 1, men's singles. Please welcome world rank number 22 from Korea, Lee Hyun.
Lee Hyun.
And he is facing the world number 4 and Olympic bronze medalist from Denmark, Viktor Axelsen.
The young Dane, the 22-year-old from this very city, Odense. A bronze medal at the World Championships 2 years ago in Copenhagen, a bronze medal at the Olympic Games this summer in Rio de Janeiro. Number 2 seed here, of course, this year, Viktor Axelsen. So the first job of our umpire Fabio Beto from Italy is the toss of the coin. And it looks like Lee Hyun has won the toss. He decided to serve, and Viktor Axelsen says that he wishes to start this near side of the court. Well, Lee Hyun, a 3-time Olympian. 36 years of age now. Former world number 1. Gone up 1 place in the world ranking this week to 22. And he's 39 on the Super Series standings. Gone up 7 places, but he's only played 2 Super Series tournaments prior to this. Semi-finalist, of course, in his home event in Korea. And yesterday, in his first round match, he defeated the man who won last week at the Dutch Open, Wang Tzu-wei of Chinese Taipei, but he needed to come from a game down. In fact, he was down in the 3rd game as well. 10-13 down, and promptly won 11 of the next 13 points to close it out 21-15. As far as the number 2 seed, Viktor Axelsen, is concerned, he's enjoying his 26th week as world number 4. He's gone down 1 place in the Super Series standings to number 8. And he was semi-finalist here last year, lost out to Chen Long, who went on to win the title. It's his 7th consecutive appearance here at his home Super Series event, which means that he first started age 16. So his first round match, the man who was beaten in the final of the Australian Super Series, Hyun Jin of Korea. In fact, he had match points to win it in 2 straight, but was taken the full distance. 21-10 in the deciding game. This is our only match of the day where we've had a head-to-head. And the only previous time they met, it was won by the Korean Lee Hyun-il. That was the quarter-final of the Swiss Grand Prix Gold of 2012. But I think in the last 4 years, we can safely say that Viktor Axelsen has improved considerably. He's a different player to the one he was as an 18-year-old when they last met. So Fabio Beto and Michael Fuerdal from Norway, our service judge. It's interesting, Steen, the 2 of the winners of the last 3 Super Series lost in the first round here. And Christian Wittenhus, winner in Australia, he lost the first round. And then the winner of the Korean Super Series, Chiao Bin, he lost the first round as well. But this, of course, is a premier event, and the last 3 Super Series have all been ordinary Super Series rather than premiers. Just shows that perhaps the difference in standard, with all of the top players tend to participate in the premier events. And it's a very high standard all the way through, isn't it?
I also think the further we get from
Ladies and gentlemen,
the Olympic
on my right, Lee Yoon-il,
2
Korea.
weeks, the more we return to normal situations.
Yes.
And on my left, Viktor Axelsen, Denmark.
Actually, the first time Victor participated in Denmark Open here, he was only playing men's doubles. I don't know if that was the first time that you recorded your, maybe you.
No, I've only recorded the singles.
Yeah, he played the year before, but wasn't good enough to get into the tournament in singles. But in men's doubles, there were some extra spaces there, and lost in the first round to 2 other players from his own club. And he said he wasn't that keen on that experience. He feels it's a bit confusing when there's other people on his side of the net. He's started a podcast in Danish together with Hans Christian Wittinghus. 4 editions so far. And he's actually tipped himself as the winner here in Odense.
Wow. Well, he did have a good tournament last year. I mentioned he got through to the semi-final and lost out to the now Olympic champion. But I remember his quarter-final win last year against Lin Dan. Only dropped 15 points in that.
Yeah, that was a big win. He just lost to him previously in Japan Open in a match where he actually was 11-3 up in the deciding game and ended up losing it. And then he came back here on his home soil and proved that he was indeed the better player than Lin Dan. And
yeah,
I think it paved the way for that Olympic bronze medal.
I'm sure you're right.
Not so much that it had any influence on the match or something like that, but had he not met Lin Dan here in Odense, he would still have that Japanese result in the back of his mind, and it would have been a much more difficult task, I think. also said in the podcast that he actually was a little bit surprised on how tough it was to play the Olympics. I mean, he looked at it as everybody else and said, okay, the tournament in itself is not as strong as Super Series or Premier Series, but he had to reconsider his position and acknowledge that it is a tough tournament mentally, and he was drained after coming home, and he couldn't even remember where he was to play the next tournament. And then when he came home, he said, where is it we're going? Oh, we're going to Japan in 3 weeks. Okay, I better start practicing then. And went home immediately after the loss in Japan, and felt that he was drained. He needed to get back home and prepare for this tournament.
Oh yes, that's well worked. What a good lift. Good rally all
Yeah,
over.
it is. It is.
Oh! Yeah, he went for the kill, realised he couldn't.
Yeah.
Changed his mind to play the net shot, but it was simply too loose.
Yeah. Then we got started with this long rally.
We didn't see how many shots that was, did we?
No, I didn't see it.
No.
I don't know if there was a sign that we just missed. But,
Service over 3-8.
It wasn't even close to coming over.
9-3.
Oh, no, it's landed in. My goodness me. Well, an 8-point advantage. Only 7 minutes into the match. Lee Hyun, of course, is an independent player. Also has his own personal coach with him.
Godt mindset.
Ja. Men god ro, god variation.
Ja.
Ikke? Må gerne lave et temposkift, men så er det bag ind, og så bevæge ham rundt en lille smule. Ikke?
Ja, nemlig.
Så er det der, hvor du skal være.
Ja, det du siger.
Ja, forbanen stadigvæk op over ham, vinkler.
Ja, der har lige været et par gange, hvor jeg synes, jeg spiller lidt for langsomt den.
Ja.
Så jeg den.
Ja. Men det er bare den her ro, så han ikke føler, at han kan styre den. Ja.
Yeah, praises Viktor for being quite calm and collected.
11-3, play. Let's go! 12-3.
Oh, this really is the dream start, isn't it, for the young Dane?
Yeah, very good start. We saw it yesterday. I think Lee Hyun fell behind against Su Wei-Wang.
4-12.
Came back. Playing really well.
Yeah, he dropped the opening game to 14. I watched some of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's been some net exchanges, and I feel if Lee Hyun is to come back into this first game here, I think he needs to control the net. So far it's been a little bit 50-50 in my opinion. And I think that's good enough for Viktor.
Service over, 13-5.
Oh,
Good shot.
Look at that. Look at that. I'm not convinced. I know that Lee Hyun-il, I've watched him for many years, Dean, as I know you have, and you know, I'm a big admirer of him because he's played for so long as an independent player, and he's, you know, twice finished in the most desperate position at the Olympics, fourth, losing those bronze medal playoff matches. But, you know, I think that he tends to just play a reactive game.
He does.
And I don't think that's right against Viktor Axelsen.
I'm almost positive that it isn't. He will be waiting for Viktor to lose the match then. And I think Lee Hyun-il is only capable of playing at a certain pace here. I hope, from a Danish point of view, I'm biased in this match, that Viktor is capable of playing quicker and with more variation. And
6-16.
I think he's got to come up with something, Lee Hyun-il.
Yeah, that's what I feel.
Control the net, hit some steep smashes, play with variation, make Viktor uncertain, uncomfortable. Right now we've seen two brilliant cross smashes. That's definitely not a sign of being uncertain and not knowing what to do. On the other hand, it's the opposite, feeling confident and playing with enormous variation. So we can see that Hyun-il is clearly taking some chances in the defense, and And that means that it's outright winners if he's guessing wrong. I don't think he can withstand the attack of Viktor Axelsen if Viktor can maintain his calmness and variation. Good shot. He's got extremely good quality on his shots in this rally, except for that last one.
Yeah.
But the defensive shots, the drop shots, the cross net shots,
18.
really good quality from Lee Hyun, but doesn't convert it to points.
That's wide. Well, it's been all one-way traffic, hasn't it, in this opening game for the young Dane? Oh, that's sweet. Oh, my goodness, how did he get that back?
Service over.
Oh, well and truly outmaneuvered.
7.
I don't know how he got this one. Look at this. How did he play that?
Doing a lot of agility training, Viktor Axelsen, with a Swedish coach.
Gymnastics coach or?
Gymnastics coach, yeah.
Yeah. So game points have arrived already. 14 minutes into the match.
Game point 7.
Good shot.
Sweet. 21-7. A little over 14 minutes.
First game won by
And what an
Viktor
impressive
Axelsen,
opening game
21-7.
from the Olympic bronze medalist.
저기 있는 물 형 거 아니죠? 어때요?
Well, there's some hard work to be done by the Korean coach.
좀 오버를 좀 해줬어야 되는데. 확실히 저번에 옛날에
Important for Viktor to close that first game out so quickly, so that Lee Hyun doesn't get a feel for what he could do. What his
Hvad er det, der
countermeasures
har
could
været
be.
rigtig godt?
Tempoet
Ja,
og den måde, jeg har mødt tingene på forbanen, ikke?
ja. Der har været det. Ja.
En god balance mellem det og off.
Ja.
Også lige give ham lov. Selvom
Lige
han
nok
slår en god spring en gang imellem.
Ja. Men det, du er efter ham hele tiden. Du ligger og varierer selv i både temposkift, stor bane, hurtige vinkler. Ja, ikke? Og så har du hele tiden været påpasselig defensiv. Når du løfter, han slår nedad, så giver du ham en lang løbetur, så han hele tiden skal lave noget svært på det næste.
Jeg ved lige meget, hvordan det går, så vil jeg holde fast i den samme, altså i den samme søgen efter bolden hele tiden.
Ja.
Så kan vi nødt til at arbejde hårdt også. Så.
Ja, men lige nøjagtigt, lige nøjagtigt.
Det er en rigtig fin mindset, du har nu, Viktor, ikke også? Du vil gerne fastholde det.
Second game.
Men husk,
Mellem duellerne også.
ja, lige nøjagtigt. Bare hold den her. Altså, han stresser ikke op der. Så der er ingen grund til, at du prøver at skynde dig det hele, fordi du er det rigtige sted lige nu. Okay? Ja, godt.
So as the second game gets underway, just give us a
Service
quick
over.
summary of all the advice there, Steen.
Love.
Yeah, basically that they were very satisfied with the pace that Viktor was playing with and the variation that he got in his game. Still really calm. Of course, it was Lee Hyun-il who a good shot there. Very, very nice shot. I'm a fan of that shot.
Yeah.
2.
Look at it here, just a little flick of the racket. So steep, cost no energy at all.
Yeah, there's no follow through with that.
Exactly, and it means that it's so hard to judge where it's going to go, whether it's going to go straight or cross or anything. Now, Kenneth Jonassen in his last Olympics was in 2008 and lost to Lee Hyun-il in the first round there, so he knows how it is to play this man.
1, 2.
Good shot. Good shot. That's so important. We can see that Hyun-il is searching for the straight smash, but he's kept guessing all the time.
And I think it's the movement around the head position where Viktor Axelsen has improved so much.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
In my opinion, Hyun-il is the player in the world who can play with the sharpest angles from both his forehand and backhand side. Fantastic shots. Had his heydays when he was coached by Chinese coach Li Mao.
And that's when he won his one and only Super Series title, 2008.
In Korea?
In Korea. And there was
a little bit of a fight there going on as well.
Yeah, there was a little bit of an altercation between Li Mao and Lin Dan, who was Lee Hyun-il's opponent in the final. But funnily enough, I mean, he retired from the national team in 2007 because he complained that Li Mao's training was, quote, too hard.
I think he was right. I've seen some of the sessions. I think he was right. They were really, really tough.
But he got his best results under him.
Exactly, he created results. Went to Malaysia, worked with Wang Chunhan, worked with Wang Miu-chu, the now wife of Lee Chong-wei. Created great results.
Well, he's going to challenge this. Now, we're at an angle, so we can't really see, but I thought that landed plumb on the line. For Hawkeye to make a decision. Here we go. Yeah, there we are.
Challenge unsuccessful. 1 challenge remaining. Service over. 3-5 light.
Those smashes, they come down from a height that we haven't seen since Thomas Stor Laursen was playing and Thomas Johansson, the tall Swede. They had these steep smashes as well, but
Service full, goal. Service over.
Service full
6-4.
called.
It's racket rotation.
Racket not pointing in a downward direction.
There's two calls in the service situation that is almost always wrong, in my opinion, and that's the racket not pointing in a downwards direction and the fault receiver. If you look at them thoroughly and review them frame by frame, most of the times, if not all, you will see that the call is not correct. I don't know whether the umpires, they go through these calls afterwards to check their initial reactions. That's wide.
Service over. 5-7. Viktor
Nice.
Axelsen challenge.
Challenge here
Hold out.
from Axelsen. Well, it was a net shot, so it wasn't travelling quickly. Usually there's uncertainty when a smash and the shuttle lands and skids along the floor. Oh, it was
Challenge
out.
unsuccessful. One challenge remaining. Service over. 8-5. Play.
Oof. Goodness me. Look closer, didn't it, on that?
Service over. 6-8. Service over. 9-6.
Oh, that's a beautiful drop shot.
Fantastic shot.
Played with disguise, a bit of a reverse slice on it. And he played it to perfection because it hit the top of the tape and went over. Look at this. Look at that.
10-6.
What a fantastic start to the second game for the Korean.
I like that, Steen, because he didn't go full power, did he? He just went for perfect placement, threading it down the line, good balance. He's immediately moving forward as he's landed from that jump smash.
Wide.
Service over. 11-8. Interval.
So we always know that this left-hander is a dangerous man.
Using his experience,
Yeah.
reading his opponent.
아, 쉬운 거 몇 개 줬어.
Ja, men det gør han.
Han til at smide det igen.
Nej, men lige nu, der bliver du nødt til at investere i dine egne ben også, så du selv ligger og rykker, når han spiller boldene, så du kommer hurtigt på den. Du behøver ikke at stresse med din slag, men du skal selv rykke lidt mere i benene, når han spiller bolden, ikke? Så lige finde ind i den der rytme. Nu spiller han bolden, så rykker jeg. Nu spiller han bolden, så rykker jeg. Okay? Men det er vigtigt, at du investerer i dine ben.
20 seconds.
Nej, lige nøjagtigt.
쉬운 거 몇 개 줬어.
Yeah, they were talking about investing in his own legs, and what it means is that he should be able to be willing to do the hard work whenever Lee makes good shots. Viktor should try to reach the shuttle as fast as possible in order to have as many opportunities as possible, and see if he can do that. Well played, Lee Hyun. We can see that he also goes for this placement, steep, well-placed smash instead of the hard smash, maintaining his balance.
It's almost as though sometimes with Lee Hyun, I think he uses the first game just to sort of sap some of the sting out of his opponent.
Yeah. But then again, I mean, 21-7, he wasn't able to take any sting out. It was a very, very short game. But we saw it against Su Wei-Wang, and I think he uses it to sort of read the shots. He's been much better in the defense in this second game. I don't know if Victor's been exactly as varied. You see that?
Yeah.
He was there. He had some kind of sense that this would go straight, and that's where he uses his experience. It could be deliberate, or it could be sort of instinctive, but he knows from all the information he picks up from the way Victor holds his body, he knows the way his own shot went, how well he executed that. He has a better feeling than most other players on what's the possibility my opponent will choose in this situation.
Yeah.
9-15.
And we know that he's still capable of beating top 10 players. He beat Janno Jorgensen in Korea, for instance.
Yeah. Having dropped the opening game.
Yeah. And he's controlling it now.
Yeah.
It's not like he's on top of every shot or shot exchange, but he's got it covered. He knows what's coming.
Yeah. And just look at this final shot here.
Yeah.
Look at this.
That's the angles.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. I still have a feeling, a little bit like with Lin Dan, these players that have reached this quite high age for a badminton player, that you know what's coming. I mean, Lee Hyun is giving what he's got. It's not like he sort of suddenly elevates his game. You just have to beat this game. If you can beat this, then you're going to win the match.
Yeah.
If you can't beat this, then you're going to lose the match.
Look at that. Look at that.
19.
And there's no solutions right now from Victor, and I think he's getting ready to the third game.
Service over. 10-19.
Missed it.
Yeah.
11.
It was close, but I don't think Lee Hyun bothered take a challenge. Got enough points so far.
Service
So,
over.
game point opportunities to level this at 1 game apiece.
11.
Only 31 minutes into the match.
Service over. 12-20. Game.
So 1 game all. Oh yes, a sort of
Second
ripple
game
of
by
applause.
Hyun, 21-13.
I think people
One
are
game
stunned
all.
in the hall.
Yeah, I think so
They
too.
thought it was one-way traffic.
21-13, that second game.
Okay, så fortæl
32
mig lige, hvad du
minutes
gerne
in
vil ind og gøre nu.
duration so far.
Ja. Ja.
Det bliver bare for forsigtigt. Jeg bliver nødt til at gå op og så bare give dem tempo og rulle den.
Ja.
Altså, det bliver alt for langsomt.
Hvad gjorde du i første sæt? Ja. Men der lå du højt og lå og drejede ham, ikke? Så gav du den op over ham, og så stod du klar i din def.
Ja.
Så varierede du rigtig godt i dit angreb, ikke? Så der kom også nogle bomber, som gjorde ham bange.
Ja.
Så var der plads til stikket. Ja.
Jeg var nødt til at komme ind med...
Ja, det er jeg enig i.
Jeg spiller hans spil.
Ja.
Jeg vil ind og spille med tempo og aggressivitet.
Ja. Og så vil du gerne løfte en gang imellem for at stå i defen, for at give ham en lang løbetur.
Ja, præcis.
Så. Godt. Ja.
지수도 좀 짜증난 것 같은데, 쟤.
Good conversation here between Viktor Axelsen and Kenneth Jonassen. Wants to try to get the control over the front court. He's playing a little bit too nice, he feels, here in the second game. There's nothing for Lee Hyun to be afraid of. So a lot of variation. Moving Hyun from side to side, playing it over him to the backcourt and daring to stand in the defense, but
Final game. Level.
I feel pace variation in the front court is the key for Viktor Axelsen, and for Hyun it's these angles and deceptions. And he's playing a bit faster now, Lee Hyun, than in the first game. That's exactly what he was saying, Victor. I need to take some chances. I need to play these cross shots.
Service over. 1-0.
Yes.
Service over. 2-3.
Yeah. Excellent net game from Hyun.
I wonder what this man Lee Hyun would have achieved had Lin Dan and Lee Chung Wei not been playing in the same era as him.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. You're right. It's this awareness.
Yeah.
Service over. 3.
But the thing is, he might as well hit the cross smash, Viktor Axelsen, because he's going to get that run anyway. So he might as well take the initiative first instead of smashing straight and giving Hyun confidence and not knowing whether to run straight or across himself. And then also, let's see the body smashes, full power body smashes when you have the time. Wide. Oh, took that. Good shot. What a fantastic shot. The second last shot from Lee Hyun. It's so close to the net. Very, very difficult to get it close from that distance.
Well, I think the crowd are beginning to realise that Viktor Axelsen really needs their support.
He needs help. He needs help. Yeah, that's well played. And exactly that corner is, in my opinion, a lot of the key to beating Lee Hyun, because he very often tends to go around and play a backhand shot, which is a good shot, but it's not threatening anything. Well, that was. Thank you for the example. That's it. That's it. Now there's a chance.
It's a good rally.
Don't do that. Well played. Well played.
That is fabulous.
Fantastic rally by Lee Hyun.
Yeah.
And I think it's in the middle of the rally. I said, don't do that. And I think Viktor, he plays the net. He tries to play the net, but he doesn't get to play it sharp enough. And that sort of leaves the initiative with Lee Hyun, because it's exactly where he wants it. So he can play sharp and overtake the initiative of the rally. In many ways, he should play some shots to the tee cross in the middle of the court there, where you take away the angles from Lee Hyun. So play a number of shots in there, and then ready with the racket, use your big reach. But what a clever player Hill is. There it is again. He tries to play sharp, but it ends up in a mistake. Had it gone over, Hyun would have had a perfect opportunity to play it really, really tight. Good shot, good shot.
It is, isn't it? He's clever. I like the fact, you know, of course I thoroughly enjoy the athleticism of some of the top players nowadays, the way they hurl themselves around the court, but it's nice to see such a clever player.
It is, and that's the beauty of badminton. You can win in so many ways.
Yeah.
That's wide, that's wide.
8-6.
So this is 4 straight points for Lee Hyun. Oh dear, that was a big sigh, wasn't it, from Kenneth Jonassen.
That's good, that's good. Don't play it too close. Well played.
Yeah, there's the half smash that we were talking about a little earlier. Viktor Axelsen does keep shaking his legs after the rally. Now, what's all that about? Is he...
I don't know. I think...
Tension? Just one...
Yeah, sometimes his legs is deserting him. And again, we saw it in the women's singles with Sindhu and Sayaka Sato. To a right-handed player, it's a clear advantage to have the net shot exchanges in the backhand side. You're simply, as a right-handed player, sharper normally in your backhand side. Again, tries to play it too close, ends up making a free point for Lee Hyun. He doesn't have to work for it.
Yeah.
And he's cheering inside himself, Lee Hyun. He's like, oh, that was another almost free point, exactly what I need. That's it. Now be alert when you've played him in the backhand, Viktor, because there's going to be some chances. Good shot, good shot. Excellent deception. Oh. Did that go over?
No, I don't think it did.
Oh, it did. It did. It's 10-8.
10-8.
Oh, my goodness me. I didn't think it had gone over. Oh, maybe it had. Oh, crikey, it did, didn't it? My goodness, you can't get any closer than that. Lift was short, then he had the opportunity.
Yeah. We've also seen that Viktor Axelsen has not really had any shots, good shots to the front court from the back court. He's had smashes and clears, but the drop shots, the steep drop shots, the close drop shots that we've seen Lee Hyun-il make, we haven't seen Viktor do that. And he's getting punished in that short forehand corner. So momentum with Lee Hyun-il.
Momentum and a 2-point advantage as they change ends. Yeah. And a stunned silence in this arena.
Heroverfra skal investere på forbanen, ikke? Tør ligge højt, frem med armen, ligge og variere. Ikke? Skal lige passe en lille smule på at ramme ham her direkte ind i forhånd, hvor han kan løbe lige på den. Hvis du skal det, så skal du have en maskering på den, hvis du spiller den. Okay? Du vidste, det kunne blive hårdt, det er det nu.
Det går alt for langsomt.
Ja, men du skal lige investere og bruge baglinjen først.
Still wants Viktor to invest energy in the rallies, and Viktor says it goes too slow, but that's due to Lee Hyun-il playing clever. Yeah. He doesn't want to run with Viktor. He wants to control Viktor, and I think now you got to be very specific about what are you going to do to win points. Good shot, fantastic shot.
Yeah.
Short lift from Axelsen, but what an execution. Good speed there.
Are you talking about speed of movement?
Yeah, he was quick on that one,
yeah.
Viktor. But when he sets the net game up in the backhand side, it's a whole different ball game. If Hyun-il crosses, it's to Viktor's forehand. There's a huge difference.
Service over. 13-10.
Very nice follow-up from Hyun-il.
Yeah, I like that one. Oh, goodness me. That lovely little guided shot on the backhand from the left-hander.
The best angles in the world.
It's just glorious.
Fantastic to watch.
It was just a little bit earlier than that.
But he's got it from both sides, and it's just automatic. There's so few mistakes. Oh, this is not going to go. This is not going to go. Definitely not going to go the Danish way.
15-10.
That's it. Now, Hyun-il he gets away with playing a straight short shot from his deep backhand corner, and he simply can't be allowed to do that. That's too easy. That's the only corner Viktor should cover, because he's played there the whole match. He's not played any crosses, he's not played any long shots, but he's not covering it, Viktor. So Hyun gets away with every time. It neutralizes the rally. There it is again.
Service over, 11-16.
Well, it's now or never, isn't it, really, for the Dane?
Yeah, and hopefully for Viktor and for the spectators here, he can loosen a little bit up here towards the end of the third game.
Oh, well taken.
Service over.
Well taken by the left-hander.
And he's totally winning the net game, Lee Hyun. Very impressive by Hyun. He's been from the first game. When he lost the first game till now, he's been in total control of the match.
Yeah. Short.
Yeah. And then Viktor actually took that step towards that corner, and Hyun chose to play along.
Oh, it's brilliant. That really is super.
Service over, 20.
Match point opportunities. 8 of them to be precise for Lee Hyun, the former world #1.
Service over, 13-20.
Missed it.
Okay.
Lee Hyun breaks Danish hearts because the home player, Viktor Axelsen, from this city of Odense, defeated by the former world #1. Lee Hyun, well, he gave a masterclass in the second and third games, didn't he?
Match won by Lee Hyun-il, 7-21, 21-13, 21-14.
Umpire confirms the scoreline, 3 games. This a desperation final shot, smash across court, backhand smash across court, just wide of the mark. And that is disappointing for home fans. 7-21, 21-13, 21-14 for Lee Hyun-il. 51 minutes needed for his victory and his place in the quarter-final. So what a day it has been. 4 of our 5 matches going the full distance, and it all started with women's singles and the left-handed Sato of Japan beating the Olympic silver medalist Pusala Venkata Sindhu in 3 games. Mixed doubles, well, the Olympic champions went down to the youngsters playing in their first senior tournament together, Wang Yilu and Wang Dongping. In fact, in a way, they should have really won in 2 straight games, shouldn't they? Because they were a game and 16-9 up, but were pushed the full distance before winning 21-17 in 1 hour and 4 minutes. Then it was men's doubles. The only match that didn't go to 3 games, and it is the former champions, the 2010 winners, Mathias Bo and Carsten Mogensen, that beat Fu Haifeng, the 2-time Olympic champion, and Zhu Chen in a brand new men's doubles partnership. Then it was a mixed doubles, and the 3-time former champions, the home players, Joachim Fischer-Nielsen and Christina Pedersen, well, they had to do it the hard way too, didn't they? They also came from a game deficit, but winning through 21-17 in that deciding game, an hour and 8 minutes. And as we've just witnessed, well, Lee Hyun-il, the former world #1, well, he hasn't lost his touch, he hasn't lost his guile, and he was cleverer than his opponent today, beating the Olympic bronze medalist in 3 games, having lost that opening game in double quick time, 21-7. Well, of course, we will be back with quarterfinal action tomorrow. It'll be the same time as today. That's 1700 local time. That's 1500 GMT from all of us in Odense, especially from Steen Pedersen and myself, Jill Clark. We'll see you tomorrow for quarterfinals. Bye for now.